Welcome to another episode of Marketing Corner, where we engage small and medium-sized businesses around the Douglas College communities, both in Coquitlam and in Westminster, as we start to understand some of the organizations out there. What's so interesting about these organizations? Why do they exist? And maybe some challenges they might be facing that you, students out there, can help them and gain them, give them some value back from the knowledge you're gaining in order to help them grow their business. Today, we're very lucky to have one of the co-founders of a very interesting business. His name is Travis Johnson, and he is the co-founder of the Vancouver Circus School, which is located almost really close to our New Westminster campus at the New Westminster Quay. Travis, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Travis, we're excited. Like we hear the word Vancouver Circus, we hear circus and anything. This seems like it's going to be an exciting conversation. But Travis, let's learn a little bit about you. So tell us a little bit about who is Travis Johnson and why Vancouver Circus School?
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, basically, I grew up in New Westminster. My father ran the youth center in New Westminster, so I was shipped off to a school out in Surrey. I actually went to Douglas College after university, but I ended up stopping my education because I had an opportunity to join an audiovisual production company, and so I ended up doing audiovisual production and DJing and all that kind of weird stuff. Basically for about 5 years, and then my dad, who was running a not-for-profit circus company at the time, was recruited by Cirque du Soleil to go and be the head coach of the Mystère show down in Las Vegas. Wow. The artistic coach of Mystère. And so he took that for my 21st birthday. When he came back, he asked if I want to start the Vancouver Circus School, and without thinking, I said yes, and here we are.
Wow. How long has it been now, Travis?
19 years.
But
19
now,
amazing, awesome years.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm really excited to learn more about the Vancouver. So again, Travis, you have some kind of an expertise within doing something. You are a trampoline artist, and you were a Team Canada coach too, weren't you?
Yeah. So in a year and a half ago, I guess that'd be 2021, the Canadian Olympian Samantha Smith asked me if I'd be her personal coach for the French Cup. And so obviously I was like over the moon excited. Yeah. She's like, we leave in 2 weeks. I was like, okay. So I went to France with Samantha Smith, and I was her personal coach for the French Cup with 9 other Olympians from around the world. And so we did that competition, and then I stuck around a little bit, and I went traveling to Malta, and I got Gymnastics Canada to fly me out of Spain. But when I was in Spain, I got an email saying that I've been awarded the Canadian coach status, and I had to take the world age groups in Baku, Azerbaijan. So I had to bring the team out to Baku, and that was actually the next month. So I went home for about 10 days, got ready, and then went off to Baku, and that's when the latest Omicron variant came out. So I got trapped in Georgia. Oh. And it cost me an extra $4,000 to get home. But yeah, I was a Canadian coach, and all my family have been Canadian coaches. It's sort of a requirement, the Johnson family.
Wow. The Johnson family seems quite accomplished in not only the world of Canadian sport and the Canadian coaching, but now we go into the world of circus. Why Vancouver Circus School? Where were you and your dad going? Where were you heading, Travis, with this? What are you trying to accomplish? Where are you at with it?
Well, I mean, we wanted to provide an opportunity for everybody to be able to do something that makes them feel better. Mm-hmm. So essentially, we provide self-esteem development for people and the understanding that they're capable of doing great things. We use Circus as the tool to do that, but it's essentially a physical literacy training center where we worked really hard at building a systematic approach to education that allowed people to achieve their dreams. Mm-hmm. And so we've had 15,000 students at least since the beginning of the circus school. But because of our background, it was sort of a no-brainer that we would open up a circus. It was sort of like that was the thing. when I was younger, I always thought I'd open up a gym of some sort, like a gymnastics club or something. I didn't think of it as a circus. But I was sort of dancing around a little bit as a younger person. And my dad, as a social worker, I think he recognized that I needed some structure and some stability as a young man. So yeah, he wanted to start the school, and I blindly jumped, and then I got really excited about it because I really enjoyed building business. And
Mhm.
I mean, we started with 8 students, and within a year we had 400.
Wow. So,
So,
Travis, what do you account your early success to be? Like, what was what drove you from 8 to 400 students?
oh, it's awesome. It's just it's all ages, first of all.
Yeah.
So it's, you think, oh, circus, it's for kids, blah, blah, blah. Most of our students are adults.
Yeah. Okay.
And we didn't realize that, but most of our students are adults. And it's the people that are kind of, they don't want to go to the gym.
Mhm.
They don't want to go run around the block. They want to have fun while they work out. They want to meet other people. They want to belong to a community. They want to meet like-minded people.
Yeah.
It's non-competitive. Like we all know, you go play hockey or soccer, if you're the top three, um, you're one of the top three people on that team. If not, you're just another person on the team, and that doesn't really bode well for self-esteem development. But in circus, you could be the best at anything, right? There's no competition between jugglers because you juggle differently
Yeah.
and you support each other differently. Traveling as a competitive sport, yeah, it's judged, but not really in circus.
Mhm.
It's a very creative outlet. It allows people to get their skills, and it really makes you feel good, as someone who never thought they could juggle, to be able to juggle and be like, oh, actually, I am capable, and I am worth, like, I could do hard things. And especially because a lot of the things aren't actually hard. It's your perception that it's hard that makes it the challenge.
Yeah. So,
So
but again, that's the thing in life. We are faced with challenges, but to have an opportunity to go do something like you said in the early stages of our discussion today about pushing the boundaries of what pushing and challenging yourself to do something that we all know anybody can be great at.
that's right.
So tell us a little
That's
bit.
right.
Yeah, Travis, tell us a little bit more about all the different types of things that people are working on. You said juggling in there, I heard some trampoline elements. What other things does Vancouver Circus School do with these individuals when they come to visit them or participate in programs?
So we have a couple different models. We've got a recreational program where you want to come in and just take a class. Like if you want to take your trampoline class, your aerial silks class, or a contortion class, or a tumbling class, like whatever class is interesting to you.
Mhm.
We also have a couple performance programs. One is called the Ringmaster program. If you want to train like a professional artist, or if you want to gear towards being a professional artist.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of success in that. We've got 8 or 9 of our graduates in Soleil right now. And a number of them are national trampolinists. So that's been super awesome to watch. One of our actual students, we got him into, well, I mean, he got it on his own accord, of course, but we made the connections to get the starring role of a TV show called Big Top Academy that was produced by Cirque du Soleil and Discovery Kids.
Wow.
So he got 3 seasons of that, had to move to Montreal, became a pretty big star in South America, and is now a national level trampolinist in senior double mini. So I
Wow.
mean, it's everything. It's you can literally build an act on chair balancing and make $500 to present it every single time you do it. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy the cool weird things that people can make that have value.
Yeah.
So yeah, essentially when we started the circus school, we realized that people wanted events because people started calling us to do events. And then we sort of branched out and formed another division called VCS Events. And we've done about 600 events all over the world.
Wow.
For some pretty, like we got shipped out to the Maldives to do a New Year's Eve event for David Beckham and the Spice Girls and their friends.
Wow.
We had a last minute call. We had a last minute call on April 1st. So April Fool's Day, I get a call from India.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, I need 15 trampolinists for a show on Monday.
Wow.
Now imagine trying to coordinate that,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I literally call my mom because she runs the Shasta trampoline team. I'm like, Mom, I need your contact list. We leave Friday night to go to India, and I need to bring 15 people with me. And literally, I just started power calling. Hey, got a show in India. It's on Monday. We leave on Friday. Do you want to come? I don't know how much I can pay you, but I definitely guarantee you won't pay for anything.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
they're like, okay. They bring me their passport.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I got the 15 people, but getting employment visas to India within 24 hours is really difficult to do.
Yeah.
And we got police escorted out of the embassy because we just wouldn't leave, and then we got our visas,
Yeah.
and Friday off we go. So it's weird things like that. Like it's so fun. You just never know what life's gonna throw at you, and I mean that's one of 10,000 stories I could share with just weird, cool
Well, it's
things
just,
that this company can do.
well, Travis, I just love the agility of it, like the agility of the flexibility of your organization to move where the opportunity is. Not only are you saying, hey, we're building people's confidence, we're giving them opportunities to come in and do some recreational classes and do some things to learn about the circus and build their confidence, but then you're also helping them build their careers and build their performance careers in a variety of ways. So you're taking them from A to Z, which is brilliant.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It actually goes a step further. We have a charity that we founded as well called Social Circus Foundation,
Mhm.
and we work with at-risk youth, teaching them circus as a social development tool. One of our programs is called Acrobats Abroad, where we take a bunch of teenagers somewhere around the world to go build a circus school for underprivileged kids.
Wow.
And yeah, so that's sort of like one of those nice little things that people are aware of, that they're like, wow, that's awesome. I would love to be a part of that. Yeah, so we work with some organizations and work with their youth and build programming for them. And yeah, that's just sort of another layer of
Wow.
things.
So, I just, just breaking this down for the students, let's just make, as we go through this journey, we think there's multiple customers that you're serving here with these offerings. You've got, you said the recreational classes, the event piece that you do. You also have it looks like you have some kids-based programs too, summer camps and that element. You've got these workshops, and even looks like you have group events. So I'm sure there's some opportunity for some corporate, team building in this space.
100%.
100%. Like,
100%.
and then you're giving back in this charity, and making that connection and building that community. Very exciting, Travis.
Thanks. It's a lot of work. We're trying really hard to change people's perception of what circus is, so that they understand it's a mainstream. It's one of Canada's biggest industries is
Okay.
circus.
Yeah.
And yet it's still like something that's a little bit like weird versus like gymnastics, which is normal. So signing up for gymnastics is like a thing that you do, but signing up for circus, it's a specific parent that kind of approaches that.
Yeah.
Even though from a physical literacy standpoint, circus is actually better than gymnastics from an overall fundamental movement skill
Okay.
structure. So circus is the exact same thing as gymnastics, except we have props.
Yeah.
Right. So it sort of steps up a little bit. And that was featured at the International Physical Literacy conference in Banff. So it was a really big, nice, fun discussion point.
So Travis, to tell us a little bit about the environment now. So Vancouver Circus School operates. There's only one location, isn't it, in Westminster?
Yeah, we had a location in North Vancouver, but our rent doubled, so we had to leave there. But essentially, we have the New Westminster location, and then we've got a location in Richmond
Okay.
for the summer.
Okay.
And then we have two programs on the North Shore, one at my daughter's school, because it's my daughter's school, and another one with the Squamish Nation.
Oh, wow. And even in the Indigenous world. Oh my God, you keep adding little pieces, Travis. This is brilliant. I love it. So tell us, who is your competitor out there? Is gymnastics your competitor, or is there multiple different competitors?
Oh, you're gonna love this. You know who
Yeah.
my number one competitor is?
Yes, please tell me.
My mom. I'm not even joking. My mom runs the gymnastics program for the city of New Westminster.
Okay.
So it's like, if you're in New West and you're doing gymnastics or circus, you're going to the Johnson family. It's just sort of a guarantee. My mom has been in the industry for, I mean, she started the gymnastics club 52 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
And so she actually got inducted into the BC Sports Hall of Fame as a community builder for trampolines.
Wow. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so my mom's a giant in the industry. She's been sort of overshadowed by my father for almost her entire career. But she's now finally been recognized as being the monster that she is. She was the first national trampoline champion ever for Canada, and she held that title for 3 years. And her trampoline club that she founded, she now has, I think, 28 international medals in 52 years. So every second year she's medaling in something. And nationals that actually just happened last week, one of her athletes won nationals in 3 different events.
Wow. That is awesome. You've got
Yeah.
some massive shoes to fill, my friend. No wonder you've got all these things going, all these different generations. Oh, wow. So Travis.
But the thing, sorry to interrupt, but the thing is that I'm not really trying to fill anything. I actually enjoy business much more than I love coaching, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy building a community in which I can have an impact on a larger audience, not just coaching the 6 kids. And I love coaching the 6 kids, but I know that I have the ability to sort of create an economy for this rather than just, coaching.
Yeah.
So that's sort of where my passion lies a little bit more, is building infrastructure and systems and marketing going forward.
So Travis, it's a brilliant model. Like, it's brilliant, like in every little pieces of it. So tell us, what do you envision for the future? Where do you want Vancouver Circus School to be in 10, 15, and 20 years from now?
Oh, well, I mean, ideally we're in a lot more locations than this. It's scalable at this point. We have a couple, I think we're about 4 months, maybe 5 months away from being fully scalable. I am going to be taking a little bit of a step back from the day-to-day operations of the school and moving back into my executive director role come September. So I've empowered all of our managers. We've got 8 of them right now. I built the operations playbook for them to have an understanding of how everything works within VCS. We just changed our registration model so that now we don't have to do 6 programs a year. We can do 1 program that rolls over throughout the year, so people can sign up when and where they want. So, I mean, ideally, everyone should know how to juggle.
Yeah.
And, just as a staple statement, right? Like, everyone should learn how to juggle. Every kid should have some understanding of trampoline before puberty. So the more skills that someone can adopt before puberty, those skills stay with them.
Yeah.
Or you can still learn it after, but it's not ingrained in you the same way. Right? It's one of your fundamental movement patterns that your body adapts and understands before your body changes. So, we try to make the world a healthier place by giving youth specifically as many fundamental movement patterns as they can before their body changes.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, to answer your actual question, couple more locations. It really depends. It really depends. It's it really depends.
So you have this hesitation around the next element. So tell us some of the, let's push this into the marketing channels and into communication, the message of getting this business idea out there. What are some of the challenges you're facing right now, Travis, in getting that message out there, enticing more people to get to know who is Vancouver Circus School and why should I participate?
Well, I mean, it's an amazing community of people that like to do great, cool things. I think that anyone that thinks that they can't do it should sign up. That should be the first barrier, because people can do it. And we built the school for the beginner. And we could take you as far as you want to go, but we built the school for a beginner. So, I mean, I want to try to change the idea that circus is for professionals and I can't do it. So we want to introduce a lot more introductory based programs. We want to introduce a lot more barrier free programs. So programs that that allow people to be like, oh, I could do this. As an example, like aerial yoga. It's a lot more enticing for people that might feel like can't do aerial silks.
Yep.
But yeah, it's sort of changing the concept of what circus is. It's not this weird thing. It's actually a superhuman building community of like-minded, awesome people.
Love it. I love it. Now,
So,
Travis, tell us, how are you getting your message out there right now? What tools are you using? What social media feeds are you using? Are you going in? Are you doing any paid advertisement? What does it look like for you?
so right now our primary social channel is Instagram. We also work with TELUS as our digital marketing agency. And so they're in charge of our overall online presence. And that's basically it. We've been really lucky in our development where we haven't had to pay for a lot of things to attract new people, but we're in the position now that if we look at our capacity of classes, you know, that extra 26% could fill those classes and really change the circus school. So getting our capacities up and trying to create more experiential marketing. So we do this thing called Free Circus Day, where we have a day where people just come in and just try classes. And we open registration 24 hours before the class, and people sign up like crazy. And I'm trying to make that a better experience for the people. We're trying to work on our communication strategies to be a little bit stronger. So we just launched a brand new platform for our birthday parties where we have custom invitations made. And when they send out those invitations, those people sign up on the form. It gets on their attendance list. They get our brochure at the end. But because I'm spearheading all of it, and clearly I'm kind of stretched a little bit thin, some of the things move a little bit slower than I would like.
So let me, because you touched on something, Travis, and I just want to open this door. Do you use any customer relationship management system or customer content management system or social media navigator to help you manage all these elements?
No, not right now.
Okay. Good. No, and Travis, I think you have this beautiful business model, and it's and we see the success of it. We hear in your voice the wanting to grow this and push it out to other areas. And I really believe that our marketing students can help here. I believe that our marketing students are going to listen to this podcast can really give you some ideas to help move this forward. I've absolutely loved the conversation here, Travis. We've learned so much about you, your organization, Vancouver Circus School, and I can't wait to see what Douglas College students can help in helping you support from this experience, and future experiences will get you involved in some other things down the way. Thank you, Travis, for your time today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.